Hi, this is Jundo. Welcome to Tree Leaf. And I'm here to tell you there is no bad Zazen. Even the bad Zazen. What do I mean by that? Well, it's something you're going to hear me say a lot. There is no bad Zazen. Even the really bad Zazen. Now, of course there's bad Zazen. What is that? So those times when you're sitting, you can't be still, your head is filled with this and that, emotions are sweeping through you, you feel off balance. This is bad Zazen. But the way we deal with that is not to fight it, not to resist it. In fact, quite the opposite. It's to yield to it, to let it be, to drop all judgments, even that it's bad Zazen. We just take it as it is. And a funny thing happens. By dropping the resistance, by dropping the judgments of good and bad, maybe it'll turn into something quite else. Something, well, find out for yourself by sitting. And it's the same with our bad thoughts. Yes, we have bad thoughts. Thoughts of anger, thoughts of greed, thoughts of this and that, and all that garbage, the junk in the trunk up here. Our Zazen is to turn away from that again and again. I've described it as clouds that fill the head, and we turn 10,000 times and 10,000 times again to the clear blue sky. But the way to, shall we say, turn or get past those bad thoughts is again not by fighting them, not by resisting, not by judging, oh, this is bad, I wish I wasn't thinking this way, I wish I wasn't feeling this way. Quite the contrary. We yield. We let go. We allow. We just let them drift from mind like clouds through a clear blue sky. And by not fighting, not resisting, the situation turns. Thus we sit in Zazen, dropping all thought of good and bad, dropping all resistance, just allowing. Now let me give you 2 or 3 examples of this to show how Zazen can change the way we perceive reality, change the way we encounter these different thoughts and emotions, all by not resisting. For example, suppose you're sitting one day with fear, real fear for the future. Oh, tomorrow, what will it bring? What if the doctor gives me a bad diagnosis? What if the bank is banging at my door? Well, Zazen will not change the diagnosis, nor will it put money in your bank to pay the bankers. I'm not saying that. But while we're sitting, instead of fighting the thought, trying to suppress the thought, wrestling the thought, we sit truly dropping all judgments of good and bad, dropping all thought of the future, the past, just sitting, allowing. We turn our attention 10,000 times and 10,000 times again to that clear, open, complete, boundless sky that is in need of nothing, that is perfectly whole just as it is. We allow the thoughts of the future, the fear, to just drift away. And a funny thing happens. Sometimes they may completely drift away. Completely. And we just allow what is. We go with the flow. It's okay. Life is just a trip, and we're on it. Sometimes the fear may still be there, not completely gone, but still it will be smaller. It's like a fire that loses its fuel. It'll be just part of life. We still may be afraid, but somehow, it's okay. Let's take another thought that may fill your head. Maybe you're angry at someone. Oh, that guy, I really can't stand that guy. What he said to me, what I said to him. We sit. We allow 10,000 times the thoughts of that guy and that situation will come back, and 10,000 times and 10,000 times again, we turn to the clear blue sky. And a funny thing may happen. The situation begins like a cloud to evaporate, to soften. Maybe it's okay too. We forget the pain, we forget the anger a bit. It may fully drop away. Even if it remains, it will become smaller. The fire will die down. The hard border between ourself and life will soften. The hard border between ourself and this other person will soften. It's okay. Maybe even feelings of warmth and kindness, compassion will arise. Another thought, maybe you have some greedy thought. I need something. I really need that to be happy in my life. Well, when we just sit, when we allow, drop all resistance, somehow life becomes complete. There is nothing more that's necessary. It's okay just the way it is. And then what is there to be greedy for? You see, the greed, the hole that you need to fill is filled just because we just sit. One final example I'll give. Maybe there's sadness in your life because of loss. Maybe someone you love has left or died, and there's a great feeling of sadness. Again, just sitting, allowing these thoughts to drift through mind, turning to the clear, open blue sky. It's somehow okay. Somehow, it's all right. We may still be sad, but it somehow has a feeling of being more natural. We don't resist. We allow. We're just dancing with life. Happy life, sad life. We're just dancing with life, and it's okay. This is the experience of Zazen, and the secret is to drop all thoughts of good and bad, drop the resistance, drop the fighting of these thoughts, allow them to drift from mind, turn again and again, 10,000 times again, and 10,000 times again to the clear, open, spacious, boundless blue sky that covers all. Shall we do that right now?